back. So we are making a very good progress in this project. So in the last video we have decrypted the data from this token. Whichever the token we give here, we are getting the decrypted version. If the token is a wrong, then it will just give out as an error message. So in this video we are going to handle this decrypted data to the front end. So we are going to send this data to the front end and we'll retrieve there. So we need to go into the VS code, and the front end part will be in dashboard, right? So this is the dashboard. To make any kind of such request, we need to import Axios, because we are making a HTTP request also, right, to backend. So that's why we are going to need this Axios. So import Axios from Axios, and then we have your name and email, right? So instead of having this name and email, we are going to have this as a state variables. So first of all, we'll have a use state also. Here use state, and we are going to declare variables here. So const name and set name, this will be equal to use state. And first, they both will be of null, because a no value will be stored inside those. And the second thing is, we are going to need a function to load our data. So that's why I'm giving this function name as a data load data. This will be of arrow function as well. And here let's have a try catch block, because we are going to have the HTTP request, right? Sometimes it may give us a correct uh, result, sometimes it will give a wrong result. So first of all, we'll need to get a token. Sorry, yeah, first of all we need to retrieve the token from the local storage. So const token equal to await. So while we are using await, we need to have this as a asynchronous function. So asynchronous await json dot parse, and we are going to get it from local storage dot get item. And what is a variable which we have stored? So let's check that. So it's the key is data. So we are going to give as a data, so data, and we are going to get a result for this. So res await dot, sorry, axios dot get. And now we are going to use this auth variable. So auth route, and also user data is the route. So user data, and the next one, I'll just send this header part. So headers, and the object for this is, first one will be authorization. So authorization, and as I've told you in the previous video only, the authorization, the first part will be of bearer and second part will be of token. So bearer, and the second part will be of token. Whatever the variable, like whatever we have retrieved, we are using this variable here. So this ends our function. And so once we get this response, then we are going to handle that. So if res dot data dot success, that means if we get this as a true value, then we are going to set name as res dot data dot data. Else we are going to like if there is any kind of error or if there is a verification is failed in the token, then we are going to send back our user to the login or register page. So we are going to need that also. So to do that, we need to import that use navigate use navigate from React router DOM, from React router DOM. Yeah, and we'll have this initialized. So const navigate equal to use navigate. So use navigate function here. Yeah, now we have declared it, we can use it here. Navigate to login screen. So the route is nothing but a login screen. If something goes wrong, then we need to give here, I'll just console log the error whichever we get. And yeah, now we are done. We need to execute this function also, right? So we are going to execute this function. So we'll do that in use fx. So that means whenever this page is loaded, first this function will be loaded, like first this function will be called. So we'll call this load data function, and I'll give here empty braces. So yeah, use effect is already imported. Now, whatever the data which we have retrieved will be stored in name. So this is the name we are going to use. So where is our name and email? Yeah, here it was, right? So here we'll use this as JavaScript and have user dot, sorry, name is a variable, right? So name dot, and if we check in our postman, it's a user and email. So we'll write the same. First one will be user and the second one will be name dot email. So let's save and try it in our browser. It says which source factory is not found. Okay, let's see what's the error. Here we've written the name also correctly. If we check in our use state, it's name, and set name it's null, so it's getting our error. Okay, let's check here. Module not found error, you attempted to import. Okay, there's something wrong in import. User data, we don't need this actually because we are not using this, so we can just remove this line. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, we are not getting any kind of error, and let's check here. Okay, our page goes blank. Okay, what do we have in front end? I think there's something wrong in importing. Get okay, let's see in the back end. This is a auth controller. Yeah, everything seems to be fine. Let's see in auth route. Okay, this is not the post, we are just getting the data, user data from the token, right? So get will be fine. So let's check whether this works or not. Okay, let's reload our page. Okay, still it's not reloading. Okay, we'll delete this data and we'll start again. So localhost 3000 it was. Yeah, and the login it was my email ID, and the password. Yeah, this is not our email ID. Yeah, this is my email ID. Let's click on submit, and it's still giving this white screen. Okay, let's see what the error is. The console, and cannot read user. Oh, is it? And dashboard.js. Okay, let's try with optional chaining. So this a question mark is a optional chaining. So if we give this question mark here, if the user or email value is there, then it will import, or else it will just give you the empty value there. So let's try with this method. Okay, yeah, now if you can see, we've got the details of my name and as well as my email id. So this is how we are going to decrypt our token and get the details from the token. So in the next video we'll cover how to write the functionality button for a logout, because if we click on logout here, it's not happening anything because we have not written any kind of function for the logout button. So in the next video we'll see how to do that.